Well, hello, welcome back. I'm Carmen if you're new, and I am really excited. Obviously, if you've seen my last video, this is just segueing into this one. Same outfit, same coffee drink, but I'm so excited because this one is going to be the beginning of my journey through the Anne of Green Gables series. I have previously, I said in a previous video that I have never read the Anne of Green Gables series. I started it when I was really young, but I think it was just a bit too much for me, and I was interested in easier reads at the time. I don't even remember what I was reading or what age I was trying to read it at, but I just never got back to the series, partly because we didn't actually own the series, and yeah, just never really got back into it. But other people that I have been watching, following along here on YouTube, have been reading it this fall, and it inspired me to go ahead and read it this fall as well, because I have been wanting to read them, just never got around to it and never actually bought my own series until last week. The most gorgeous collection came in. Wow, it's so pretty. I was gonna purchase just like the what's it called? Wow, the word just slipped me. I was gonna purchase the paperback that's just like the mass printed edition, I think is what it's called, and I opened them up and I was just like, this is not even tempting to read because I hated the font and the printing of these tiny little paperbacks. And I had seen other more beautiful editions of the Anne of Green Gables series, and I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna splurge and buy a brand new set of books. I don't normally buy brand new books because I work at a thrift store and I am manager of the book department, and so I see books come through all the time that I've been wanting to collect, and they're a lot cheaper to buy them used or thrifted, and yeah, so that's normally where I get my books, but I splurged, and I talked about it in the last video, but if you don't want to go back and watch it, I will show you them now. But this first one, I just love the illustrations on these particular copies. Sorry, I got distracted. They're just so pretty. And I'm particularly excited about, let me just grab the rest of them. I'm particularly excited about Anne of the Island. It's so pretty, and it's perfect for fall. The colors and everything. And this is also where, I believe this is the one where she and Gilbert get together, finally. I've seen the movie, so I know the story, but I've never read the book, and I'm just so excited to finally get to know these characters in a more real way, because I think you can know characters better in books. Because books are always better, right? But anyway, so I am going to finally, I'm so excited, begin reading this series. So, and as I mentioned in the last video as well, my friend Erica Yoder, who I will link her channel down below, so go subscribe and follow along because she's reading this series with me as well. She bought the same edition as me because she saw mine. She was here last week visiting, and she saw my copies, and she decided to go ahead and buy the set herself for her birthday because it's coming up this month, and just as a birthday gift to herself. And so we're both going through the series, and we're starting today. She's already a couple chapters in, I think, but I was at work, so I haven't been able to sit down and begin. But the time has now come. So yeah, follow along if you want to, or join us in reading the series if you've been thinking about it, or if you want to reread the series with us, because I know there's a lot of people who have actually read these series. But if you want to read them with us, you're more than welcome to join us. Just let us know down below. So let's do this. Wow, I'm so tired. Goodness. So I got home a little bit earlier today from work, so that was nice. I am just exhausted. And that's what the coffee's for. But it's like a whole week later. It's so windy outside today. There's like a cold front coming in over the mountains or something. And the wind chimes are just going haywire. I should maybe take them down so they don't get so tangled up. But wow. So, update, I haven't gotten past, I haven't read any more from the Anna Green Gables book. It is like a whole week later from the last time that I read from the book. Just been so busy. Just work, things happening. Kip has taken up this whole couch here. Gave him a bath and he just wants to snuggle under the blankets because he's wet and cold. So I'm going to try to readjust here. Whew. Where was I? Yeah, so this last weekend, Vince and I went with the local youth group here up to the annual retreat that they do. Been going for the last 2 years, well 3 years now. And it's always a good time. It's also a lot of late nights and hanging out, and I just lost a lot of sleep this last weekend and I'm exhausted. I was going to read some yesterday when I got home from work, but I was too tired. All I wanted to do was lay on the couch and not do anything that required thinking and using my brain. But I'm still tired today, apparently, but it's a little better, and I want to get this book read because Erica is way ahead of me, and like she's already almost finished with the second book, okay? Wow. And she does have her first video out, so I will link it down below. You should go watch it. It's great. I love what she did. But yeah, so over the weekend I did take the book along because there's sometimes moments of time that you can sit and read. But I also had taken my Kindle along because I still hadn't finished my Kindle book that I was reading, The Sons of Blackbird Mountain. Oh my goodness, wow. So I finished that over the weekend because that's all I was reading. It was a little bit easier to carry the Kindle around and just quick whip it out and read a couple pages and tuck it away then. And I wanted to just get it done so I can focus all of my attention on the Anna Green Gables series. And so now here we are. I am finished with that book and I can now focus with all of my attention. So tired, my words aren't coming out right. I can now focus completely and totally on the Anna Green Gables series, and I am so excited to get back into it. I'm sitting at page 113 and I am ready for everything. Telling you, the fall colors outside, wow, they just make me so happy. My goodness. Colorado in fall is just as beautiful as everybody says it is. My word. If I don't fall asleep, I want to finish this book. If I don't fall asleep. Vince and I have also been watching The Voice, and the next episode comes out tonight. And there's also a special announcement coming from The Chosen tonight and it's a live stream, and they've made a very big deal about it. So I'm hoping for some great news. I don't know what it is, but I'm so excited, and I want to watch that tonight. I don't know if Vince is recording his podcast either tonight, but that's why I want to quickly read now. Why am I still talking? I don't know. This is just what I do. So yeah, I want to quickly read as much as I can before I need to make supper. We're just gonna go on a little reading montage. So cheers. I just love Anne and her descriptions about everything. Also, the sun's coming out, so it's getting a little bright here. But just her awe and wonderment with just the world in general and the simplest of things, nature, and her life at Green Gables. I love it. And makes me want to appreciate the little things a little bit more in my life as well. I just find great pleasure in all things that my life consists of. So Anne is an inspiration. She's so wholesome, and I just love her, and I wish I could meet her and know her in person. Wow. Wow, it's taken forever to figure this out. Oh my goodness. Welcome to my front porch. Thought I'd come outside. Thought I'd come outside for this one, for this evening, for this segment, because it's just so pretty today. I just wish I could, like, let you guys feel what it feels like. It's just the perfect temperature. It's not too cold. It's perfect for a hoodie and a nice hot cup of coffee. Hot cup of coffee. And the colors, the fall colors, oh my goodness. It's so pretty. I'm simply a big fan, and I thought I'd just come out here to finish up reading. Because guess what? I am actually almost done with this book. I know, it's taken forever. It is now Thursday afternoon. Also, can you hear the wind chimes? It's a little awkward filming yourself on your front porch when you're like 10 yards from the road. It's probably more than that. I don't do distance well. I don't do distance gauging very well. Maybe 10 and a half. 10 and a half? No. Never mind, I'm not gonna do this. Anyway, it's a little awkward when there's like traffic going by, people watching you. There's another one. But the thing is, no one actually ever looks into here. Which is probably a good thing because they're driving, they need to keep their eyes on the road. But anyway, I can usually sit here quite unnoticed. So it's kind of nice. And our road isn't that busy. It's just, of course, everyone's going to drive by while I'm trying to film this video, right? And I also hope y'all can actually even hear me while I'm out here. I don't know, but here, listen to the wind chimes. You can hear the birds. It's a slight breeze blowing. It's just the perfect fall day. Oh my goodness. And also, can we appreciate my cup? Is it gonna actually show? I love it. It's so big and it fits in my hands and it's warm and the coffee's delicious. Pretty sure this whole vlog consists of me talking about how I'm not getting my reading done, and then I talk about how good my coffee is and how much I want to actually read, but then I'm not reading. Oh, awkward. There's people that I know. I am not gonna look. Why am I such an awkward person? Why am I such an awkward person? Oh my goodness. That's just silly. Anyway, what was I saying? I've actually been working fairly quickly since I actually sat down and started reading this, which the last segment I think was on Tuesday, and I was reading quite a bit yesterday as well, or last evening. So I literally only have that much to read, and so I'm gonna finish this tonight. Life is just so busy, but I'm quite excited because Vince is gonna be gone this weekend, and you know, there's something about having an entire house to yourself, an entire free weekend to yourself, that I'm personally really excited about. Maybe I'm not in the stage of marriage yet where it's like devastating that I'm alone. Is that a problem? I don't know. But I'm actually looking so forward to this because there's so many things I could do. I could just, you know, go off into the mountains for a drive if I want to, and I could, basically it just reminds me of when I lived in my apartment in South Carolina alone, and that was such a sweet and special season of my life that I feel like that's kind of what I'm feeling like, and I'm just kind of excited. But that also means that I can get more reading done this weekend and hopefully get more filming done and more video ready to go, and hopefully catch up with Erica. We're not really doing this together because I just haven't had the time to read, and she's getting way ahead of me, so that's fun. We're gonna finish Anne of Green Gables, and yes, I am still thoroughly loving this book. Everything it just keeps getting better and better, and I just love the characters and I love everything about it, and constantly, oh my goodness, there's more. Anne constantly cracks me up, just the way she describes everything, but her outlook on life and just her view of the world, I love it so much. She is the sweetest character. The sweetest person, and like I said before, I really wish I wish she would be a real person that I could meet and just be friends with, because I feel like we'd be best friends. Oh my goodness. I'm literally a dog. I just got distracted by a squirrel. Oh my goodness. But basically, I have seen the original movies of Anne of Green Gables, and so I'm coming on these scenes that are so familiar to me from the movies, and the movies I feel did an excellent job of following the book. I feel like they condensed everything into a different timeline, obviously, in the movie, but just the bigger moments of Anne's life and all of her mischievous acts and things that she got herself into that are just hilarious. Like everything, it just cracks me up, and I can just picture it in my head, partly from the movies and partly because Ella Montgomery is such a descriptive author, and it's just beautiful and I love it. I am a big fan. Cue the montage of me reading this book. I moved inside. It got really cold all of a sudden out there. Where's my coffee? Whoa. Anyway, so I wanted to throw in a little, books are falling, a little mini book haul. It's just 3 books that I finally decided to bring home from the thrift store. I had been looking for these particular, the first 2, I had been looking for a long time because I have the whole set, but the first 2 are like in a 2-in-1 book, and all of the other books in the series that I have are individual books, and I hate when my series don't match. So the first 2 came through the thrift store, and I was so excited. But it is the Private Justice New Point 911 series. Is it clear? Can you see that? By Terry Blackstock. And I love this series so much. One of my friends introduced them to me years ago. I don't remember when it was, but goodness, I had to be at least 13, 14, 15 maybe, in that age when I first read them. Oh my goodness, it could be just because I was really young, but when I would read these, I could not put them down. The story just is so, what's the word? Basically, I just could not put these down. I had to find out what happened. Terry Blackstock is, if you don't know her books or her writing, she writes mysteries, thrillers, and that kind of thing. And she's a Christian author, and I don't know, it's just so good. But some of these books, like, I literally would have to stop reading. Like I said, it might be because I was young when I first read them, but I had to put these books down because my heart was pounding so hard because of how intense and scary, I guess, the story got. But I loved it. I loved it so much, and I love these kinds of books. And Terry Blackstock is definitely one of my favorite authors to read for these kinds of books, because they are clean, and while they can be, it may be a bit much depending how old you are. I thought I was okay. I mean, I thought I was okay reading them at 13 to 15. But yeah, I wanted to get these to replace this one here, this big thick one with 2-in-1. So I got the second one, Private Justice, Shadow of Doubt, and then I already own the other 3. So there's 5. Oh my goodness. Let me try to do this again. There are 5 in the series. But yeah, if you're looking for fun, thrilling, somewhat scary, and mysterious book series to read, you should check out the New Point 911 series by Terry Blackstock. So far, these are my favorites. Oh my goodness, Kip, what do you need? We were literally just outside 10 minutes ago and you didn't need to go to the bathroom, but now you do? Oh my goodness. But basically, I think this is my favorite series of hers by far. It could be because they were the first ones I read of hers, but I have loved all of her other books that I've read, and I've read quite a bit of them, because when I find an author that I love, I have to read all of their books. So yeah, those were the first 2 that I found. And then the second one is the novel for the Chosen TV series. This is the season 1 novel. And I'm so excited to read this because I love the series so much, and I want to read the book because it's just that good. Funny story, I was sorting one day, and when Erica was here, and she I was kind of tossing things into the trash because there was a bag or a box full of stuff that was just trash, and I tossed it into the trash can or trash barrel, and she was like, "Wait a minute, what is that?" And she pulls this book out that apparently was mixed in with all that stuff, and she's like, "You can't throw this away." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, I have been looking for that book." And I'm so glad you saw it, because I probably would have missed it. I would have just kept going with my work and didn't realize that there was actually a good book in the midst of all the junk. And yeah, so I found this one and I'm so excited to read it. And yeah, I'm glad she spotted this. I'm glad I have it now, and I'm excited to read it. If you haven't seen the show, you should go check it out. Get their app and watch the seasons. There are 2 seasons out so far, and there's a Christmas special coming out in December and a bonus episode, and oh my goodness, and we get to watch them in theaters. So far we've only been watching them online or on the app, and now we can finally watch it in theaters, and I'm so excited. I bought the tickets immediately as soon as they were available. But anyway, go check out The Chosen. And that concludes my little mini book haul. I love book hauls. I love watching book hauls because I love seeing what people get. But anyway, that's it for now. Back to reading. Well, guys, here it is. I finally finished the book. Good for me. Wow, took so long. A lot longer than I expected or wanted to. A lot longer than I wanted, actually. That's what I wanted to say. It was just a busy week. I did get a lot of reading done last night, and I was trying to finish it last night in bed, but I fell asleep because I was so tired. So I just had like 2 chapters, I think, this morning to finish. Ouch. It is now 20 after 12 in the afternoon, and Vince just left about 20 minutes ago or so, maybe longer, to go back to Indiana for the weekend, go to a Notre Dame football game. So yeah, I am here at home this weekend by myself, and I just wanted to finish this video, get it edited and uploaded, and then also go ahead and start the next one today, and start with Anne of Avonlea, the 2nd book. So yeah, I thoroughly loved this book. It's just the best. Anne is my favorite by far. She's easily my favorite character right now in any kind of literature, any book, any story. I just love her personality, her outlook on life. She's so wholesome and hilarious, and yeah, I don't know. She's just great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm excited to start the next one. And I love the final quote in this book. "God's in his heaven, all's right with the world," whispered Anne softly. And yeah, it's just the sweetest book. If you're like me and haven't ever read the Anne of Green Gables series, you should definitely read it now. This gives me happy feelings. I just loved it so much. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for coming along. Okay, I don't think anybody's here. It's okay. It's just traffic outside. But yes, thanks for coming along, and like I said, I'm going to start the next video and start reading the next one today as well. Hopefully I can get this one done a lot sooner than my previous one. But yes, and also Erica already has her 2nd video out because she's already completed the 2nd book and has already started the 3rd book. So I have lots of catch-up work to do. So thanks for following along, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!